Jonathan Rawlings here with ODOT Geometronics, and in this video I'm going to demonstrate what we are referring to as method 1 of our importing our features from graphics, from most likely our point clouds into our survey field book. So we're going to import directly from our graphics to our survey field book. So I have already created a new file, and I've used the seed 3D DGN seed file, the standard 3D seed file that we're always used to, and I have already attached my point clouds. So this particular project, we had some static scans that I'm going to use to demonstrate, and those are already attached in my point clouds dialog here. And I've also got some existing field topo data that I also have referenced in, just to kind of guide me as I map from the point cloud. So we're going to use the ODOT survey workflow ribbon and extract features. I'm going to go ahead and turn off my reference, and I'm going to go to my workflow menus, and I'm going to select my ODOT survey workflow. And under that ODOT survey workflow, I have 4 different tabs currently. I have my roadway traffic terrain, I have bridge, railroad, and geo, vegetation and landscape, and utility and hydro. So we're going to be extracting just a few features to demonstrate how this is going to work. So under this roadway traffic terrain tab, I have other groupings. So I have a roadway, barrier, guardrail, building, fence, general features, striping, so on. So we're going to do striping, and we want to triangulate this striping because we want to make a terrain out of it. So I'm going to select this first feature, and when I select this, we're going to do the white stripe. When I select this solid white, notice how it updated my attributes here and set my element template and my level, color, line style, and weight. So I can go and extract that. I'm going to extract it manually. If I want to change my element template to extract the double yellow, I go up here to my striping, triangulate, and just select my new element template. So this is a double solid narrow. And notice what happens to my attribute tab up here on the left whenever I select that. So it sets all of those attribute settings, including the element template, which is important for importing into the field book. So if I want to extract break lines out of this, I can change my presentation style to the elevation mode, set my depth to something that's going to show good contours, and apply that to my open views. And I can change my element template. If I want to extract my curb and gutter along here, I can create a guideline. I'm just going to create a guideline that follows along this curb and gutter. And in my reality model presentation, I have a sections tab, and I can do a section wizard, and that allows me to create a section along a path. And I now have a cross section that's going to follow this line so that I can extract that curb and gutter along here. So I'm going to zoom in here on view 2 and set my template for extracting the gutter line. So I have extracted some features. I'm going to go ahead and turn my point cloud off in view 1. So I'm going to create a new field book. And if I right click on the field book name and go to Import Features from Current Graphics, I now have the linear features imported. But if you notice, there are no point features, so all I have is graphic linear features. If I go hover over this, on my creation type, third line from the bottom, it states that it is a graphic feature. So what happens if I want to go map my some point features, some random features? Well, let me turn my point cloud back on in the view 1. Let me extract this bike lane arrow. So again, I can go to my ODOT survey workflow. I can go to my pavement marks. It is a bike with straight arrow. And I'm also going to get these stop bars in here. So I can do another import from feature graphics by right-clicking on my name of my field book, going to import and features from current graphics, and it will only import those 3 new features that I have placed there. So now I have point features that include that arrow bike and the railroad crossing. If I open up my details, you can see I have my 2 features here. And if I go to my linear features, I have my different linear features. The other thing to notice is that my terrain model attributes are all set to do not include. Anytime you bring something in from graphics, your terrain model attribute is always set to do not include, and you have to manually go in and change that to determine by feature definition.